Today, chocolate peanut butter cookies, gluten-free. Yes, it is another sweet dish. However, I have got a sweet tooth, and I've run out of biscuits for my coffee this afternoon. So I thought I've got literally about 20 minutes before I have to go on my first Zoom call of the day. Last night I was looking around for recipes and found this one. Realised I had everything in the kitchen cupboard that I already needed. Didn't need to go out and buy anything else. So I thought, right, I've got a couple of minutes there. Let's see if we can make some cookies before I even actually have to take my first Zoom call of the day. So again, little Thermomix here, TM6. It's all synced up with the internet and all pre-programmed. So all of the recipes that I need are in there, and I can actually organise them into collections, so I don't have to keep searching through them. I literally go into the collection that I've organised, and there are the recipes that I want to make. If you've not met the Thermomix before, it does everything in here that you need it to do, including weighing everything out, so you don't need a separate set of scales. It comes with loads of other functions, and including cleaning functions as well. But let's get on, because I am wanting to get onto my first Zoom call. So the first thing it says is to preheat my oven, which I have already done. The next thing it says, line 2 baking trays of baking paper. Again, I already do these kind of things because I check it out on my phone before I start, and then I know which bits I can actually get done before I even go onto the Thermomix itself. So I've got 2 trays of baking paper. Right, peanut butter. Any peanut butter will do. When I was looking at this, ran out of cutlery. When I was looking at this, I wasn't sure if I actually had enough peanut butter, but I've got another jar here as well of a more natural butter. It's not as sweet, but it does the trick. So let's weigh this out. Talk amongst ourselves. So it shouldn't take long for this particular part. On in. I should really be wearing an apron, considering I've got to go on a Zoom call in a minute. But hey, working from home, I can just change my top if I need to. Just throw a scarf over it whilst I'm on my Zoom call. Maybe you know the difference. Covered in peanut butter, flour. Well, in fact, there's no flour in this. This is why it's gluten free. So literally, it's going to be peanut butter. I've got some cocoa powder, sugar, egg, baking powder, vanilla extract. So these should make some really yummy cookies. If you've not actually tried peanut butter cookies, gluten-free peanut butter cookies before, I've made them before prior to Thermomix. They weren't chocolate ones, they're just peanut butter ones, and it literally was peanut butter, egg and sugar. You mix it all up and it makes the tastiest peanut butter cookies, really nice and crispy on the outside and gooey in the middle. This doesn't want to leave the jar. Right, get in there. Literally, I'm just a couple of grams short, so I'm really going to give these a bit of a scrape out so I can try and get as close to the quantity that we need as possible. There we go. In. Right. What I am going to do, we're about 10 grams short, and because that is the fat part, I am just going to put a tiny little bit of normal butter in. A tiny little bit, just to make up for the fat component, because it's, there we go, 200 grams. It's all to do with science, and you need the right balance of all the different ingredients. Otherwise they won't always come out exactly as you want them to. Right, I don't do science. I do used to do science, but anyway, moving on. Brown sugar. Right, 200 grams of brown sugar. And going in. Nearly there. Come on, a little bit more. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's it, 200 grams of sugar. Oh, my egg's rolling away. There we go. 1 egg. My eggs come from my dad's chickens, fresh from his garden. Nice fresh eggs. In there. I'm getting getting all sticky, so I'm just going to quickly wash the hands again. Right, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Now I don't have a tablespoon, I need to get one really, but having googled it, 3 teaspoons is equivalent to 1 tablespoon, so I need to put 6 of these in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit for extra for look. Need to get some more cocoa powder. Teaspoon of gluten-free baking powder. Now I was searching high and low for gluten-free baking powder. In the end, googled it, as you do. Baking powder is already gluten-free. You don't need a specific special gluten-free baking powder. When you look at the ingredients, it's maize starch and cornstarch and that kind of thing. It has not got any wheat in it. So again, a teaspoon of that, a teaspoon of this, vanilla extract, you don't have to be particularly exact with certain bits of this, a little splash extra here and there. Right, insert measuring cup into mixing bowl lid. So again, if you've not seen a Thermomix before, this is the lid. This is the measuring cup because it does measure out liquids if you want to. It will actually tell you whether you need this and this, so you need to put this in there or not. So look, there's a gooey. But this one does need it. Again, if you've not seen any of my other videos, the lid goes on. There's a detector on it, so if you forget to put the lid on, then it won't actually start mixing. It won't just throw it around the kitchen, because I don't want it throwing around on me today. Any day, really. So yeah, so it does detect whether there's a lid attached or not. It doesn't detect whether the measuring cup is in or not. So if you didn't put that in and it was really needed, it might just like spit it out a little bit, but nothing too disastrous. But it tells you, so you hopefully shouldn't forget to put the measuring cup in. And again, I'm just going to take a quick... So we're actually mixing the dough, not cooking the dough. This screen will tell you how long it's going to mix it for. The middle one would normally tell you what heat it's going to cook it at, but we're not cooking this in the Thermomix. And then the next one is actually the speed that it's going to mix it all in. So it tells me to turn this speed selector to number 5, which I'm going to do. 30 seconds. Is that way that time? Beeping at me to say it's done. Quiet down. Oh. Right, click next. Okay, so just want to show you, it's then turned that into a lovely cookie dough type crumble. Don't know how much you can see really because it's quite a dark mixture. There we go, that might be a bit better. But yes, that's a lovely cookie dough crumble, and if I put it together it comes out in quite a nice dough form, like that. You see? Ta-da! Here's one I made earlier. So the next thing says, use hands, teaspoonfuls of the crumbly mixture into flattened discs, place on prepared trays, and bake. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll put a photo up of the end result, because you don't want to see me watching, just putting it into things. And I've still got 10 minutes before I have to go on to my Zoom call, so I'm going to throw them in the oven and they'll be done by the time I actually have my meeting. So yeah, so that is a very quick and easy. That took 30 seconds in there, a couple of minutes to shove it all in, and in 10 more minutes I'll have some delicious peanut butter chocolate cookies. Enjoy the rest of your day.